5/8 indefinite integral here. And so what do we want to let u be? Well, it turns out you always want it to be the inside. Well, almost always. So I want to let u be that e to the 5x. And so this will be u and that'll be u. So this integral will become the integral of 5u sine of u dx. Actually, you know what? Let me show you something. That's true, what I wrote, but hold on 1 second. Let me just replace the one part. Even though, yeah, the other parts are, it is, but hold on, you'll see what happens with the derivative. So now over here, let's take the derivative, du dx. And what's the derivative of e? He's our favorite one. He does nothing. But because the inside is not a simple x, the chain rule says, don't forget to multiply by the derivative of 5x, which is 5, right? Chain rule says because 5x is plugged into the e function, right? And so we keep the inside the same at first. When the inside is not a simple x, keep the inside the same at first, then multiply by the derivative of the inside. So says the chain rule. Multiply both sides by dx. Boom. Du is, I'll put the 5 in the front. 5 e to the 5x dx, right? Let's move the 5 to the front. So look at that. 5 e to the 5x dx, all of that, anywhere you see 5 e to the 5x dx, you can replace it with du. All of that's just du. That's why I did that. So then this integral becomes the integral of sine u du. Didn't that clean up nicely? Right? See that? E to the 5x dx is just du. E to the 5x dx, all that's just du. So, all right, well, now we can do this. We can do the antiderivative of this pretty darn easily. Now, what is it? So this integral and this du operator can do their thing. Now, is it cosine? Is it plus or is it minus? I know a lot of people get confused on that. Here's what I do. I just remember really clearly the rules going forward. The derivative rule. Derivative sign is cosine. Derivative cosine is negative sign, right? Let's keep those really clear, and then I just think backwards to figure out if it's right or wrong. So remember, the derivative of all cofunctions is negative. Okay, so should it be plus or minus? Well, if I take the derivative of cosine, because remember, the derivative has got to go back. It's the opposite direction of the anti, right? The anti goes this way, the derivative goes back. So what's the derivative of cosine? It'll go back to negative sign. There's no negative there. So I need a negative. I need a negative here. Now it's right, because now the derivative of this, derivative of cosine, will be negative sign. The two negatives will go back to positive, won't they? See how that's correct? I just think it backwards. Okay, so what do we got now? Negative cosine of u, and then put in the u. What is u? What is u all along? E to the 5x. E to the 5x. There we go. There's the answer, and then the plus a constant is there. So there we go.